iOS 18 is owning the airwaves over the last 24 hours. So naturally, we had to jump in on the fun. Tristan, you and I know very little about this, and we kind of did this intentionally so we could have a blind react to what's coming. So tell us what we're doing today.
Listen, I feel like we're slow, but I think we're at the right pace for the real estate industry because I don't know if anybody's done this in real estate ever, which is kind of fun. And we've never done one like this, Jeff. So let's get right into this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to watch this 5-minute video, not very long, and we're going to watch them intro. We don't know everything that they introed, so it's almost new to us. We kind of know some highlights, and then we're going to let you know what we think based on what we're watching, whether or not it's going to be something that's successful in our businesses, maybe even in social, and how we see it affecting Apple and our industries. Ready, Jeff?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. And you tell me when to pause, okay? Because I don't know what you're going to be thinking. I'll pause when I pause.
Got it.
iOS 18 is a big release that delivers more ways to customize your iPhone,
Stop it.
stay connected.
What?
Is that guy,
What?
is that guy AI? I'm just curious.
Oh no, he's not. He's real, but he sounds like AI. He's really
Interesting.
annoying, dude.
Kind of looks AI too. Okay, got it.
Okay. Well, he does look AI, but
Apple intelligence, or is it artificial intelligence? What is it?
it's gonna be both, man. It's gonna be both. His voice is annoying though. His voice is very annoying.
Sorry, carry on.
And relive special moments. You can already customize your home screen with your favorite
He's got his YouTube voice on. That's what he has. He's got his YouTube
It's a
voice.
radio voice.
wallpaper, apps, and widgets, letting your personality shine through. And now, your app icons and widgets can add even more. I have this photo I love as my wallpaper, and now I can continue to enjoy it when I unlock my iPhone, because I can arrange my apps and widgets to frame it perfectly.
Can we
I
stop
can
there?
select
What?
That is the. I mean,
It is dumb.
is that really that exciting of an update? Let's
Uh,
carry on. Let's carry on.
But you might be right, dude. He might be AI. He really sounds AI, and he looks AI too. But I don't know till the end. But it does say CNET, so they're the ones kind of like reviewing this portion of Apple's
Got it.
thing. One thing here, for those Android users, I'm not an Android user. You can already do this on Android, so it's not a big deal. Here we go.
Ooh.
I know.
them all and easily place them along the bottom, right above the dock, for easy access. Or even off to the side. We have an awesome new look for app icons when we go into dark mode. Let's turn it on. Isn't that cool?
Jeff, isn't that cool?
I mean, if you've got this much time on your hands that this matters to your life,
Dude, it's so fun.
and I don't mean any disrespect by saying that, but I'd love to switch lives with you because I unfortunately don't have the kind of time to care about that kind of thing.
So far, it sucks.
Okay.
Here we
Yep,
go.
here.
Now, in addition to this new dark look, there are even more new ways to adjust how they look. I can bring up a new customization sheet, and now I can tint them all with color. iOS suggests a tint color that complements my wallpaper, or I can select any other color I want. Now they really pop. Another key part of personalizing iOS is about keeping you in control of your privacy. So this year, we're giving you a new way to protect sensitive apps and the information inside them by letting you lock an app. When you choose to lock an app, if someone else tries to tap it, they will be required to authenticate using Face ID, Touch ID, or your passcode. And information from inside the app won't appear in other places across the system, like in search and notifications, so others won't inadvertently see sensitive information. There may also be occasions when you want to hide an app that you don't.
Jeff, there may be occasions when you want to hide an app. I'm just telling you.
Okay. As a married man, I feel like this is going to cause more divorces, actually. I mean, like what seriously, like, first of all, I have the security. Like, if you handed you my phone right now, you couldn't access anything because you don't have my face or you don't have my code. So I'm already protected. So what, I don't really fully understand why protecting a specific app necessarily matters. Hiding an app to me is like you're basically encouraging people to be
Hiding an app.
I,
That's hiding
mean,
thing.
the first thing I'm thinking right now is like, you know,
The first thing I'm thinking of is porn, dude.
no, because that's not an app. That's usually a website. So
Well, no, but think of where you search for it, right? Kids and other people that.
okay. I'm thinking things like Snapchat. Like, I don't want my spouse to
Oh,
know that I'm, or maybe there's a dating app or a hookup app, which I don't even know if that exists. Maybe those might be websites too. But dude, this is asking.
interesting.
I don't get. Maybe that's a really jaded lens, but that's what I think. I think that's like, why?
Well,
Like,
let's see what people think, when they're watching. Guys, what do you think on this one? I understand the security one because I know businesses are all about security, right? But this one I wasn't too sure, man. It's the first time I'm seeing that. Hide
well,
an app.
when you think about like a banking app, for example,
Yeah.
when you open the app, you have to log in anyway. So there's really nothing to protect because it's your login that needs to stay protected ultimately. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe it's because my wife and I have done therapy and we've talked about things like this and things like, and this is totally off subject, but maybe it's relevant to other people. Like, why should you care if your spouse gets on your phone? What do you have to hide? And it's interesting to hear a therapist's
Yeah.
perspective on stuff like that, because they're like, yeah, what's the problem? Like, you should be able to do that to you. You shouldn't be mad at your spouse for doing. They should have I'm not a marital therapist or even the authority to guide anyone because I've been married twice. So yeah, I think this is not doing nothing but setting couples up for failure. That's
I agree with you,
unfortunate.
dude. All right, let's see how this works and
Okay,
why.
carry on.
Maybe
Carry on.
he'll explain it to us.
Don't want others to know is installed on your device. For example, say you use a professional grade spatial capture app to track your different hairstyles. I mean, that's just good science, right? Well, anyway, say you use this app, but you don't want anyone else to know. Well, now you can.
Talking to you, Jeff. He's talking to you.
There is your explanation. You don't want people to know that you color your hair. That's funny.
That's so good. Hold that. Play. Hold that.
Hide it and put it in a new hidden apps folder that's locked. We have big enhancements to the apps we use to stay connected, starting with messages. To tell you more, here's Ronak.
In iOS 18, we're giving you all new ways to express yourself and stay connected. Let's start with tapbacks. Tapbacks are one of the most popular ways to express yourself in messages, and people love them. This is a huge year for tapbacks. We've not only redesigned your favorites, we're now giving you limitless ways to express yourself by letting you tap back with any emoji or sticker.
It's fun.
Next, we're bringing one of your most requested features to messages. When you don't want to forget to send that friendly reminder or birthday text in the morning, you can schedule your message.
Yeah, that's
that
massive.
I love.
That is very massive.
Yes.
I want to know how far in advance we can do that.
And for me, it's partially this, but it's also partially like a thought comes to my brain, and you and I are a lot alike. Like, if I don't deal with it in the moment, I've forgotten about it 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and sometimes I'm laying in bed at 11:30 at night, and maybe I'm texting somebody, and like for you, like you text me, it's 10 o'clock Pacific, which is midnight my time. We don't care because we know we're not going to bother each other. But I never know if I'm texting somebody, and it would be nice to be able to, like, I'm going to schedule this for the morning, and that way it doesn't need to go right now. I love that, man.
I love that for that. Good point. I'm thinking two things. One, accountability to some clients, right?
Yeah, follow up. Yes.
Yeah. So, like,
Yes.
for instance, I've got people that like focus on three of their priorities. I'm like, you know what? Every other day I'll be like, boom, at this time, done. right? Just reminding them. And for me, like exactly what you said, you and I text ourselves. Like you're texting yourself, I'm texting myself. But if I text myself later in the day, I'm like, hey, Tristan, don't forget to check this out on social media and work on this for later. I'm like,
We
ooh,
could, you could schedule them to ourselves. That's a great
yes,
point.
dude.
Yeah. Because,
So-
dude, you know what I do? I will go back in my own messages to myself and thumbs up them to bring them back to the top.
Mm, mm. Oh, damn, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
good. This is a good update. I like this one.
great update. This makes up for the shitty intro.
Yeah.
Here we go.
To send later. We're also giving you more ways to express your tone with text formatting. Bold, italicize, underline, or strike through any text. And when formatting's not enough, we're introducing a new way to visually amplify your messages with text effects. Whether you want to emphasize some major news, bring your emoji to life, or you're just blown away by a stunning photo, you can express yourself in all new ways with text effects. Some words and phrases automatically surface a suggestion, so you can quickly select one and send it. And you can also add one of the many new effects to any text. There's a new way to stay connected.
What'd you think?
Not necessary, but cool, fun. Why not? I like it.
Cute, right? I like
Yep.
it too.
Yep.
Cute.
Whenever you don't have Wi-Fi or cellular
You know what?
service.
Let's pause that again. It's little things like this that actually I think a lot of, especially just any business professional, salesperson, etc., that this is a differentiating opportunity. Little things like this, like when I tell people like you should ask your customer where they like to communicate, like I think a lot of people just it's not that big of a deal. Like, but no, you meet your customer on Snap where they want to be met. That could be the differentiator for them choosing to hire you. And doing little things that catch their attention that the old school agent is not embracing, like just animating some text in a text. I mean, I think for those of you, first of all, if you're watching or listening to this, you're already an overachiever, but don't underestimate little things like that as differentiators for your business.
Perfect opportunity. I'm texting you, Jeff. Jeff,
That doesn't
the
count.
deal is falling apart. And the letters just fall apart. Perfect. Perfect time, Jeff. Perfect time. Let me go back just a few seconds.
New way to stay connected whenever you don't have Wi-Fi or cellular service. We're using the same groundbreaking technology that gave us emergency SOS via satellite to bring you messages via satellite. Now, you can use the satellite capabilities on iPhone 14 and later to connect to satellites hundreds of miles above the Earth to text your friends and family when you're off the grid. Once you're connected, you'll be able to use key iMessage features like sending and receiving messages, emoji, and
That's crazy, dude.
What wait, so basically, if I'm reading between the lines, are they basically tapping into Elon's satellites here?
I thought it was Elon's, but then as I was watching this, but then I read one of Elon's posts or a few of Elon's posts yesterday on X. He's not happy with Apple at all. He's pissed off. So I don't know that they're his. There must be other satellites, dude.
Now, the other question I would have is this only because, this does affect me. I'm buying a Starlink specifically to be able to potentially use in rural areas or on the lake, right?
Mhm.
But I need it more for internet access than I need it for text messaging. And it sounds to me, based on what I just heard, this is specifically for text messaging.
Yeah, only for text messages, but iMessages only.
Well, so that doesn't help me either if I'm communicating with an Android loser.
Yeah, no losers allowed, Jeff. So this is why my whole family has an iPhone.
Okay, carry on.
This is so good. Listen, Android people aren't watching this anyway. So.
Yeah, you're right. They
Tapbacks.
already told us to F off.
because iMessage was built to protect your privacy, iMessages sent over satellite are end-to-end encrypted. And if you need to text people not on iMessage, we're supporting SMS messaging via satellite too.
Okay.
There it is. I thought Android wasn't included. Holy crap.
Okay.
That's nice.
Continuing on our journey to replace your physical wallet, we're introducing Tap to Cash, a quick and private way to exchange Apple Cash without sharing phone numbers or email addresses. With Tap to Cash, you can pay someone back for dinner just by holding your phones together. We're adding 2 new ways to pay with Apple Pay Online, giving customers around the world the ability to redeem rewards. And
this
Whoa.
is not that helpful because, you know, you and I are hermits and we don't leave our house. So how are we going to pay our friends? How are we going to pay each other back
Well,
when we're never together?
yeah, but if we're going out and splitting the bill, right? A
Okay.
lot of people split bills, so that makes sense. But if I'm under, I didn't even know this. Did they say like an online Stripe type thing where people can pay online? Like, are they creating a Stripe competitor? Is that what he
I didn't
said?
hear that. I didn't hear that.
Hold on.
Online, giving customers around the world the ability to redeem rewards and access installments from their
Let me go back.
phones together. We're adding 2 new ways to pay with Apple Pay Online, giving customers around the world the ability to redeem rewards and access installments from their banks and card providers. And event tickets are getting a beautiful new design and new features.
Oh yeah, that's not it. So it's just another way to access it. All right, all right, all right. Yeah. Look, I think this is probably for people that go out a lot in groups and want to pay each other that way.
Yeah, that makes
Or
sense.
I don't know, paying your gardener or somebody
Yeah.
that the handyman, right?
Yep. I get it. That doesn't affect me, but that doesn't mean it doesn't affect others.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Including an all-new event guide, combining helpful information about the venue with smart recommendations from your favorite Apple apps. So that's iOS 18, a big release that brings deeper customization to iPhone, new ways to stay connected in messages and mail, enhancements to privacy, and the biggest photos redesign ever, making it even easier to relive those.
All right, that's the basics, and then I want to show one other one, which is a little short one. I think Kaylee sent this one to us, and this one is,
I want to know if that guy dyes his eyebrows.
well, we know he fixes his hair because he hides that app.
Yeah, but his eyebrows are really dark black and his hair is really gray. It's like one didn't follow the other, I guess.
Dude, I don't even know. Let me go to this one. This is the other big announcement, and this is 4 minutes. So this is the one I didn't fully watch either. I was like, this is amazing. Let's take a look. Ready?
Yeah.
Apple Intelligence in 5 minutes. It's personal intelligence right where you need it, on your Mac, iPad, and iPhone. Writing tools are an example of the incredible power of Apple Intelligence. Say you're writing an email. You can change the tone to make it sound more friendly, professional, or concise. Another way writing tools can help you is with Proofread. With Proofread, you can nail the grammar, word choice, and sentence structure. And if you've rambled on in your email, bring out the key points and add them as a TLDR.
Okay, so do you have to? So for me as a PC user, and we use Outlook for email, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of this unless I'm doing it on my phone.
On your phone or your iPad.
Yeah, I don't have an iPad. The only iPad that we have in this house is used to watch Bluey and YouTube Kids, if you know what I mean.
I love Bluey. Yeah, it looks like it, dude.
That's
But
cool. That's cool. But I feel like every platform is probably going to
yeah,
integrate this very soon.
I don't think this is groundbreaking.
It's cool though. It's something that if you're not privy to things like this, Tristan, I don't know about you, but I actually enjoy writing. I take pride in writing. I take pride in scripting. I take pride in blogging, and AI has leveled the playing field for people like me because I think I always had a unique advantage. And so I think this is something that a lot of people need to pay attention to because it creates more eloquence. I think the only problem I see with it, Tristan, is that, and I predict that every platform over time and probably very soon is going to learn, and as it relates to like social, they're going to compare something that you wrote in 2021 before this was in our world to what you wrote today, and it's going to understand quickly that you used AI, and I think it's going to suppress you because it's not authentic. That's just my prediction.
Interesting. Well, yeah, that makes sense, man. I'm excited because you see on the left where it says replace with key points.
Yeah.
I'm excited so I don't get these really long ass emails anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, just everyone, please press that button.
Yeah.
I don't want to read your books.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's great because honestly, being in the world that I've been in for so many years and reading so many emails from literally real estate agents and loan officers, I'm appalled sometimes. I'm like, did you past fifth grade? Like, are you serious right now? Like, so if you feel like you're in that category, use this,
I'm
please.
using it. Here we go. My grammar sucks.
Apple Intelligence is also great when it comes to images. Let's jump in with Genmoji. You want a T-Rex on a surfboard?
Hold on. I already know you're using this shit.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, this is good. Hold on.
Fuck yeah.
You've got a T-Rex on a surfboard. Simply type a description of the emoji you want.
Stop it.
How about a...
Dude, type in the emoji you want? That's
Let's
cool.
go.
I love that.
Go on.
smiley face with cucumber eyes? Or something random?
Jeff, a raccoon for Drunk on Social.
Yes. Raccoon with a cigar in his mouth while holding a glass of bourbon.
With sunglasses.
Bingo. And a flat bill hat.
Like
all of the above. Let's go.
This is going to be fun.
Squirrel DJ. And because Apple Intelligence knows who's in your photo library, you can turn your friend V into an astronaut. Next up, Image Playground. Create awesome images in seconds. Like an image of a cat as a chef. Just type rooftop and any other descriptive words, and it generates the image in the middle playground area. Then choose a style, like animation, sketch, or illustration. And it's done.
Man.
Yeah.
Apple Intelligence also understands who people are in your photo library, so you can create a personalized image of them for their birthday.
Wow. And Jeff, we can do that and set it to send later.
Yeah. 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 Good point. This again is going to come down to that probably roughly 5% will embrace and use it quickly. So the ones that embrace and use it quicker will stand out more because a year from now, this will be very mainstream. And so you need to be looking at things like this and say to yourself, I want to constantly stay out ahead. So I'm stand out. I differentiate because everyone will follow me, but very few will embrace it quickly.
Good point. Good point.
Or your mom is a superhero. Image Wand can transform your rough sketch into a polished image. You can use Apple Pencil to circle it. And Image Wand analyzes your sketch in words and creates an image for you, like magic. Siri takes a huge step forward and is now supercharged by
Siri sucks. Let's see how they fix this shit.
Apple Intelligence. And when you talk to Siri, you'll notice this elegant glowing light around the edge of your screen that shows Apple Intelligence working for you. With natural language, you can speak to Siri more naturally thanks to richer language understanding capabilities. So if you stumble over words, Siri still understands what you're getting at.
What's the weather tomorrow morning at Muir Beach? Muir Woods.
The forecast is calling for clear skies in the morning near Muir Woods National Monument.
Siri also remembers what you've just been talking about.
Create an event for a hike there tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Hike is scheduled for 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on June 11th.
Next, personal context draws from your photos, calendar events, messages, and other apps. So let's say your mom is coming to visit. Simply ask,
Siri, when is mom's flight landing?
and Siri already knows who mom is, and will cross-reference flight details from an email to give you an up-to-date arrival time.
Wow.
And if you've
Cool.
That's not bad, right?
That's cool. Yeah.
So
I'm
far.
going to test that one out. That's cool.
I'm excited about that. Let's see.
forgotten what plans you have, you can say,
What's our dinner plan?
and Siri knows you mean you and your mom and will find that information in a text she sent you.
Dude. So, hey, Siri, find that hidden app I hid 2 days ago.
And what was it again?
Let's see. Hold on.
And if you don't want to ask Siri out loud, you can now type to Siri. Just a double tap at the bottom of the screen, and you can quickly and quietly type your Siri request. Because Apple Intelligence is personal, Priority notifications show what's important to you by putting the most important ones at the top of the stack. Personal intelligence can also make you the star in your very own memory movie. It understands who's in your photo library, so you can just ask Photos to create a movie about Leo learning to fish. And it'll whip up a film starring Leo, water, fishing rods.
Dude,
Cool.
we can ask Siri to find specific pictures in our.
Yeah, that's
I get
definitely going to
lost.
be useful.
Dude, you
That's
and
going
I,
to be useful.
so many pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Siri, can you pull out that picture
Dude, yes.
I took with Jeff in 2000? I think it was 2016 or 17 out in Laguna.
You know what would be really cool is if it could search socials too. Like, because this happens to me every year when I'm
Oh.
looking for something for my wife, and then I got to go search through. Can you find pictures of me and my wife? So I, wish her a happy birthday or on my stories or whatever. And I
Yeah.
spend 30 minutes searching for shit like this. That's huge.
That would be good. I don't know if it could do that. Let's wait. Let's see.
Yeah.
rods. And depending on how successful Leo was, a fish. So those are just a few of the ways Apple Intelligence can help you every day. It's super easy to use and gives you peace of mind knowing it's designed with privacy from the ground up. So that's Apple Intelligence. AI for the rest of us.
That's what they went with? AI for the rest of us? Interesting.
It's interesting. I actually was just reading an article this morning, one of the many blogs, and I must have already deleted it, but it actually said something to the effect of how disappointed that they are with the adoption of AI, and how just
Who?
the average human,
Oh, the average human. Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
is just not using it on a daily basis, and it was even less in the UK. And I look at that and think to myself, good. Like I read that stuff and I think you can look at it, it's cup half full, cup half empty, right? And so you look at it and say, I think some people who are the old codgers are like, see, we don't need this stupid AI. But the reality is it's like anything else. It just takes people a while to adopt and embrace and evolve. And it's inevitable. This is in a year or two, those codgers, no offense if you're one of them, is going to be using AI as we are using it today. And when I say we, I'm really just saying, and I don't feel like I use it at a fraction of what I could be using it, but I use it consistently. Like I like AI. And I think that's the tip here. For those of you, again, that codger is not listening to this podcast. They're not watching us. And so you have an opportunity. And so look at this kind of stuff. You're already a step ahead just by indulging and consuming this stuff. But Tristan, I think that just changing your mindset to being an embracer, even though some of these things might seem a little silly, it's a game changer. It's a difference maker. And try to figure out a way to be in the top 10%. That's all you got to do. And that's not that hard. Because trust me, Tristan, I would consider us probably in the top 5. And the best of the best are in the top 2. You're probably even closer to 2 than I am. And so it's for the rest of you, just try to find a way to be in the top 10. It shouldn't be hard because trust me, most of the world is completely oblivious to this stuff.
That's a good point, man. It's a very good point. I think it takes time away from the things that most people are concerned about, which is their needs, like making money, safety, right? All that. And a lot of people are kind of burned out by the end of the day where they're just very reactive in the world that they're living in. So it makes it a bigger challenge for them to take on something like this that takes up energy and time to understand.
Yep.
So I love the way you phrased it though. Yeah, if we want to succeed, we've got to start adapting some of these things because if we don't, it's just going to leave us further behind. And it's like the iPhone 6 or 7 and 8. It's like some people are still on those and have no idea what the new technology can do for your business and your life.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I agree, man. I'll give you something here on Elon because we brought up Elon a little bit with Starlink in regards to how he responded to Apple. Here we go. I found it. And then we'll leave everybody with this. Here's Elon's take on it. It says, if Apple integrates OpenAI at the OS level, then Apple devices will be banned at my companies. This is unacceptable security violation. And visitors will have to check their Apple devices at the door where they will be stored in a Faraday cage.
I got to look up Faraday cage. What is a Faraday cage?
Dude, let's look it up together. Here we go. Let's see, search Google Faraday cage.
Well, that's cool.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
like a humidor for a cigar.
It looks like it protects it from signals, like any type of
Okay,
electronic
interesting.
signals.
I learned something new today.
Yeah, man. And I think what he's referring to here, for those that are wondering, is that OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, is now powering Siri. So it's now going to work. That's why I'm excited about Siri as well. And that's what he's referring to.
Why does he not like that? Explain.
Well, because he was one of the original founders of OpenAI with Sam, and then he had to leave because of some conflicts of interest. And then he felt, well, the original name of OpenAI was that it was open, right? And it wasn't going to be sold in any way, or people would be able to make money. It was more like going to be free for the world. And then it didn't happen that way. He was pissed. And I think he was more pissed because, you know, he's not part of it anymore, and they didn't allow him to take that on fully. But now he's like, they're stupid, I'm not, let me build out something that's cool. And he's just holding, as cool as he is, dude, like he's holding a grudge here. It's like,
interesting.
just let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, it sounds like that's kind of just how he is, though, you know?
Yeah. It's part of being Elon, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, I'm excited. I think overall it was great. It started off really slow with that dude that looked like AI, but I think some cool.
Well, those were gimmicky. That's just gimmicky to me. I would call it teenager stuff. That I'll probably use, which is, it's a testament to my psychological level. But not that important. The second one, far more important stuff, cool stuff. And again, how you use it, like think outside the box, like how you communicate with a customer and do little things like that. Like when their, you know, their home goes under contract or something like that, or the contract is accepted. And, you know, just have fun with this kind of stuff and try to think outside the box. I think that's going to be a game changer for many of your brands.
That's it. All right. That was fun, man.
It was indeed. Peace out.